Hello skaters, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today I wanted to introduce you to a brand new spinner style that I just discovered. Now if you have been following me for a while or you've been watching a lot of the videos on my channel, you know that I did a review of a number of different off-ice spinner styles last spring, and then last summer I had a number of tutorials for how to practice your spins off the ice. Now if you watched that spinner review or any of those tutorials, you will know that my favorite spinner has for a long time been this two-part spinner from Jerry's. It is two metal plates with bearings in between. It's very stable. I love it that you can take it and put it on any surface. You can go practice in the park on the grass. You can do it in your carpet in your bedroom. You can obviously place it on the linoleum, or if you have an outdoor patio somewhere, it's very, very versatile. So this is the one that I have been using for a long time. In that same review, I checked out the ISI spinner, which I have a lot of students who have used that spinner before, and I've had some complaints with it. And when I tried the ISI spinner out myself, all of those complaints were confirmed. All right, the main problem that I have with this spinner is that with this smooth bottom, this smooth curve on the bottom, you slide out. If you lose your balance even the tiniest bit, if you get off center in your spin, this spinner will slide out from underneath you. And having several ankle injuries myself, I feel like that is pretty dangerous. It's a dangerous design. There were a number of other complaints I had, but the main one was that, again, if you lose your center, you're gonna slip off of it and you could injure yourself. So I have not recommended this spinner. I know there's people out there who love it, and if you're super used to this style, then that's fine, but that was my main complaint. And then I came across this brand new spinner style from a company in Australia called Twizzle Galleria. They make this spinner. It looks very similar to the ISI spinner, but the bottom is definitely different. So here you have the two spinners, the one from Twizzle and the one from ISI. You can see that the one from Twizzle actually has more surface space for where you put your foot. If you line them up next to each other, it's a little bit longer and it's definitely wider at the bottom. You can see you have more space. So for someone with a larger foot, the one from Twizzle is going to actually accommodate that larger foot more easily, but it's still great for people with small feet. So it doesn't matter your shoe size, this spinner is going to work for you. They both have that rocker at the bottom, which simulates the bottom of a blade. So if you're practicing your spins, you're going to want to be up on the ball of the foot. That is one thing that the Jerry's spinner that I like so much doesn't have. It doesn't have that rocker. So when you're practicing on the Jerry's spinner, you're really working on the spin positioning, the muscles that you're going to use for the spin. You're not working so much on your foot positioning. With either the ISI or the Twizzle spinner, you're definitely working more on that foot positioning, making sure that you're up on the rocker. But as I said, with the ISI spinner, if you lose that spot at all, this spinner is going to slide out from underneath you and you can get injured. This one has all these little grooves at the bottom. And when I have practiced with it, even though I'm brand new on this, so not that great on this style of spinner yet, it didn't wipe out from underneath me a single time. I had some amount of traction, which I really liked. It made me feel like my ankles were a lot safer using this spinner. Keep in mind, whenever you switch to a new spinner style, or you just are a beginner at practicing your spins off ice, they're gonna feel really challenging. You might only get a rotation or two before you fall off your center. Just like practicing spins on the ice, it takes time, it takes work. But if you have limited ice time, or you want to be able to practice in between your sessions, having a spinner like this is great. You're just going to have to know that it's going to take a lot of work. So a spin you might have really, really well on the ice is going to take you some time getting used to it here on the spinner. So I'm going to start with some 1-foot spins because those are the easiest thing, and see how it feels under my foot. All right. right, so again, I haven't really used this spinner much. I'm used to that Jerry's spinner, which feels very different. So this is like starting all over, starting from scratch for me on learning how to use an off-ice spinner. But I can tell you, with those 1-foot spins, I really liked how this spinner felt. I feel very confident using it. So my main concern with spinners like this is that it's so easy to pitch onto the heel. But I'm sure with some practice, I could get that rocker down again, just like I have on my ice skate. So I have had a really good experience trying out this new spinner style from Twizzle Galleria in Australia. And I encourage you to check the company out if you're interested in buying your first spinner or if you want to switch from a different spinner style. They have this in a number of really fun patterns. I, of course, chose the spiral, but technically speaking, they have a really great design. I love these grooves at the bottom. It's a great addition to the single piece spinner style. If you would like to check out more about Twizzle Galleria, I will be posting a link to their website down below so you can check out all of their products. I, of course, have this spinner, and the wall bag that I use all the time when I bring my gear out onto the rink is from them as well. I love their wall bags. They're super classy, great big selection of styles, so I encourage you to check those out while you're on the website. If you enjoyed this video, please do give us that thumbs up, and as always, I look forward to reading all your comments in the section down below. If you haven't done so yet, then hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell down in the corner so you can see all my videos when they come out. Happy skating, and I'll see you next time.